Hello, beautiful souls. I am Awakened Soul. Today we'll be doing from start to targets, and we're going to find our targets in the 4-hour time frame. That will be a swing trade. Usually takes approximately like a week to play out when you're playing within the 4-hour time frame. So let's begin. We start off at the 2-week, finding our support and resistance. Let's turn on our magnet here. Find our support, find our resistance, and this is just focusing in our price action where we're playing at the moment. Once you find your support and resistance lines, go ahead and make your trend lines. 1, 2, and that would be my trend lines for the 2-week. Now we move on to the daily. Once we're in the daily, I like to first find my daily range. This is the high. This is the low. And we're playing within this daily range. I have my daily range. I also like to throw the fib from the top to the bottom. We are not focusing on daily targets, but I do like to take profits at a 50% retracement, and the daily 50% retracement will be the top of the daily range. So that's always good to know. Okay, once you find your range, let's go in and find your point of control. So I have a top point of control here from this zone. If I'm not mistaken. And see how it just moved? It moves when you move the chart. So perfect. We have 2 daily points of control. And the points of control I mark because usually price will go to our biggest time of points of control, So once that's marked, you have your range. Let's go ahead and move into the 4-hour. And this is where we're going to find our targets. 4-hour. First, we're going to start off with our trend lines. Let's take the magnet off. 1 point, 2 point touch. Let's make it thin and beautiful. Then we have 1 touch, 2 touch. And as we can see, this price has broken to the upside. Okay, so now that we have our trend lines, let's go ahead and get our Joe targets. How we get our Joe targets, we look at our first and second touch of our trend line, and in between there's going to be the lowest point, and this will be the lowest point. You just come up here and then you mark, and this would be a Joe target for a 4-hour. And if you don't know what a Joe target is, you have to join our Telegram to find that out. That's our Joe target. And 1 point, 2 points, this is the lowest point. This will be my Joe target from this area. Perfect. So now that we have found our trend line targets, and of course let's make the target from the bottom, because you never know with Bitcoin, it does what it wants to do. So if we break to the downside, this would be my target. Perfect. So once I found my range, I'm gonna turn on my EMAs. I like to use the 12 and the 26. Okay, so we have the zoom in here. So this is our playing zone. Within this range, I throw a fib from top to bottom. Again, 50% will be my target for the fib, just to be safe. Most of the time the price will retrace to 80%. I like to take my profits at the 50% just to be safe, because it doesn't always go all the way to 80%, but it could. So that's why limit orders are critical to set take profit 1 here, and maybe you can set your take profit here, your second take profit. So once you have your 50% fib take profit, you have your 4-hour Joe take profit. Let's get our point of control within the 4-hour. Within the 4-hour, we are hovering right over the daily point of control, so no need to mark it. It's good enough for me. So let's look at our higher lows and lower highs within the 4-hour. I like to use my pivot highs and lows. This would be my high. This would be my low. And of course, if we cross 17,054, we'll be creating new higher highs. And that would be amazing. One thing to remember, that the charts don't move just up and down. There will always be a small retracement. So if you miss this entry to the upside, wait for it to retrace and then enter. It's like stepping to the upside of, you can see here, of course. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so now that we're here, I also like to check my RSI, to see if we have any divergence. Okay, everything looks good. Everything looks like it's moving to the upside at this moment. And remember, this is 4-hour targets. It could take up to a week to play out, a couple of days. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this could be playing out all the way till Monday. Alright, perfect. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a lovely day. Thank you.